Hey gang, I'm going to not have a script. I'm freestyling this time, and I'm using the camera microphone because I haven't set myself up to use my good microphone for this yet. This is a new series I'm going to start doing. I want to lose weight again. I'm gonna put up some pictures here of when I looked my worst, in my opinion. It was my heaviest. I weighed 335 pounds. And then, at least in my adult life, when I looked my best, and it's when I weighed my lowest, 248, 45, somewhere in that range. My goal is 200. That's what I would like to hit. But when I got to 335, it was I was in a depression, and I just making very very bad choices, and just ballooned up. I've been fat a long time, but that was definitely the worst. And I finally got my head straight and committed. And since then, I've kind of peaked and valleyed. And the weight is yo-yoed, and I seem to always fall into the same pattern where in the summer I get very motivated and I try really hard and I do pretty well, and then December rolls around and it's my birthday and it's the holidays and it's cold outside and it sucks, so I wind up easing up and just falling back into bad patterns. So it's July 25th, 2021 as I record this, and this morning I weighed 286 pounds, which really was the bad one for me. When I yo-yo up and down, it's usually between 280 and 250. And then when you go over 280 is like really I start getting worried. I'm at a point now where like my shirts are too tight. They don't fit me well. So that's it. I just want to really try and focus myself and get healthy again. Healthier. Because I don't think I was ever healthy to begin with. Get healthier again. How do I do this? I don't have a set thing. I don't have scripts or ideas of how I'm going to go about doing this. I kind of have some ideas of things I think might be good, but really the point of this is to keep me on point. The point of this is to keep me on task. I seem to have the most success when I'm doing something. For a while I used tracking in an app, tracking all my calories, tracking all my exercise, calories in, calories out, and got a lot of success that way. But then, time passes and you stop doing it. I used to weigh myself every day, log the weight. Time passes, you stop weighing yourself. Because my mindset, the way I work at least, is always like, if I eat something, I'm going to have to record it in the app. So I know it's not in my calorie budget, so I just don't eat it because I don't want to record it in the app. But then, 6 months later, I'll just eat this chocolate bar and not record it. It's fine. Or you're weighing yourself, and I do the same thing every day. I wake up, I go to the bathroom, and I weigh myself. It's the lowest I can possibly weigh at any time. I'm dehydrated from sleep, and I've gone to the bathroom. So cannot be any lighter than that. So everything, always weigh myself at the same time. But as an example, I'm 286 this morning because Saturday, all day Saturday, and Friday, I overate. I should be in the lower 280s, to be honest, but I just ate so much food. On Friday, I got my second COVID shot, so I had a really big lunch and then a really big dinner till, I don't know, in my mind it was like, this will help me fight the COVID shot problems that people talk about. I haven't had any side effects, so maybe that worked, maybe it didn't. But, and then Saturday just hung out with my girlfriend and hung out with the boys. So we had lots of eating, lots of food consumption. So that's still in my stomach right now, right? Like, it hasn't gone through my system yet. So I expect tomorrow morning to actually probably be around 284. That kind of stuff. But going back to, if you weigh yourself every day, you know, you're using the food to you're using the scale to like keep track, right? I know, like, oh, I'm gonna have to weigh myself in the morning. Don't overeat. But then, you know, time passes and you go, oh, I overate last night. You know, I went out with some friends or whatever. I guess I just won't weigh myself today. And then that's how it begins, right? Oh, I didn't weigh myself yesterday. I'm not gonna weigh myself today either. Tomorrow, and then you just start eating. So really, what I want to use this for is to hold me accountable. Because I've used plenty of different apps. I even last summer, and I was successful. Again, same thing. I got around the 280-ish, and by Christmas time, in the summer I was 280, and by Christmas time I was 250. So it worked. But I used a paid app for the first time, because in my mind I was like, it was always free apps before that, and I said, now if I pay for it, you know, that's going to force me to commit because I'm spending the money. So I paid for Noom. I saw the ads and I paid for Noom. It didn't teach me anything because even though, you know, I'm a fat guy, I know a lot about health science because I've practiced it and then failed to practice it. But I've read a lot. So Noom didn't really teach me anything. I think it's probably good for people who don't know anything. They can probably get some more out of it. But it was, you know, it was the tracking, right? Calories in, calories out. I did learn to think the mindset of water density from Noom. And this is an obvious thing, but you want to eat things that have more water in them because they're more filling. And as an example, 10 grapes versus 10 raisins. It's the exact same fruit. But the 10 grapes have a lot more water in them, and the 10 raisins have no water in them because they're dehydrated. So the grapes will be more filling. So a handful of grapes versus a handful of raisins, the grapes are going to be way less calorie dense because they have so much water in them. And it was just like, oh yeah, that makes sense, right? Like I always knew that, but just kind of fleshing it out that way. So that was good. And, you know, I had success, but again, at Christmas time, I stopped logging, I stopped kind of caring a little bit. My bad. So this is what I want this video series to be. Every Sunday, I'm going to make a video, and I'm just going to talk about how the week went. I bought a new scale on Amazon. It cost me $50. It records so many things, so I'll be able to put up, like, here's my trends from the last 7 days, because it measures all that stuff. So that's what I want to do with this series. That's what I want to get out of this, is just me being healthier. I think I'm going to talk about maybe some of the food I eat, because we'll get into it obviously as the series goes, so I'll probably repeat myself a whole bunch. But I don't have an issue with eating the same thing all the time. Like, I will have the exact same dinner 7 days a week. I will have the exact same lunch 7 days a week, because it fits in the calorie budget. I don't have to eat food to enjoy it. I have to eat food to stay alive. And that's really the mindset I adapt when I try to get healthy. I'm going to talk about some of the exercise I do. It's mainly riding a bike. This bike. With a bunch of laundry on it. What a poor choice that was to show in the video. Mainly riding the bike, but today I did go for a 90-minute walk outside because the weather was nice. At a pretty decent pace. I did 9 kilometers in 90 minutes, so a kilometer every 10 minutes. Not bad. You know, just get yourself sweating. That's the goal. So talk about the exercise, talk about the food I do, and talk about my progress. And hopefully that keeps me on track. Thanks for watching.